Last one, this is going to be Epicenter. This is a smaller map. We got the Iowa Thunderer, so gone with that again. King Albert still. Sov Soyuz. Tier 9 Soviet. Sov Soyuz, the Soviets in general, are going to be excellent in their bow tanking. Extremely strong from the front, extremely not strong from the side. So really easy to get nasty citadels in if you can get a good flank off. So they're going to be finding spots where they can just kind of point at the enemy and not have to move. And once again, on intended as working side, we see FTG, Musashi, Georgia, and the Gangnut. The cake, like the wormhole, is a lie. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any big grouping this time. Gangnut once again going with the FTG bro. That seems to be a pretty consistent little team there. Musashi pulling away from a central position. Swapping with the Georgia. Interesting. The Musashi not quite the same as the Sov Soyuz in terms of its forward bow super strength. But still, the armor of the Musashi, that front, that 32 mil nose, there's nothing over on BLEP's side that's going to overmatch it. So that's going to be some ricocheted shells as long as the Musashi is in that nice bow in position. And already shots flying as the FTG of Sivunkel taking hits from the Thunder and the Iowa, chiseled down about 10k. Sov Soyuz using island cover, moving on in. Z-Ray taking some shots at the FTG, everybody looking for the dog pile. Long range shots coming in at the Iowa, however. Big hits into the FTG, already down to 65. HE shells from the Thunder, taking it down. No status effect, just damage. About 30,000, but the FTG is healing. FTG, a very well-armored vehicle, but quite the bullet sponge, as it has enough armor to take the damage, not always enough armor to bounce the damage. FTG really does excel using its rear gun arcs, and currently in the position of taking space, not yielding it. Gangnut spotted, Glaucoma taking some fire across the face from the Sov Soyuz. King Albert might have a shot, although he might not have the range. Thunder and FTG continue to trade. Down 22, down about 30. Tended is working. Kind of behind in terms of trading, but still ahead in terms of health. Musashi's got some long shots onto the Iowa. That's going to be some broadside action there. Raking fire, good 18k hit. More shots from the FTG, and this might be a surprise motherfucker moment right here, because that's a lot of broadside to an Iowa. FTG suddenly taken down to 6.7. That means Sivunkel is committed. Gangnut continuing to get chiseled on as he's exerting some pressure for that center ring. FTG is looking pretty rough. Because he's got a Thunder and an Iowa. The Iowa shells, unless he's got HE loaded, probably going to bounce. Maybe going to do a little bit. We're wondering if those Thunder HE shells... Nope. Iowa went through. And so did those shells. I think those last ones were from the Musashi. Down 24k. Iowa kind of stuck. Continuing to reverse, but might not be spotted at this moment as the Georgia slinks behind the island. That's going to allow the Judge to live and finish the cap. Meanwhile, Glaucoma is continuing to hold the center ring and trade unfavorably with the Sov. Sov down about 16k, whereas the Gangnut down about 16. Well, I guess maybe that's a little even. I assumed that was going a little different, but Gangnut surprisingly able to tank some incoming and do the thing. Lord Cable in the Georgia putting on the afterburner, starting to move on the Sov Soyuz flank. Sov is respecting the challenge and moving away from the island, but potentially into the eyes of a Musashi that landed some pretty nice shells. That's 52,000 on the Sov as he's able to pull away, try to angle a bit. But the harder he turns to that Musashi, the more he helps Lord Cable. He continue to turn? No, he's flattened out, and there's Cable clearing the island. Big shells. Not much in the way of a connection. Just some basic pen. No citadels there. Gangnut does have a side, but only chucking HE. Okay. BLEP has the outer cap ring, but the Musashi continues to block it. The Musashi of Intended is working. Lord Cable moving forward. King Albert possibly about to get some secondary fires. Although Sov at the moment of Z-Wraith is the focus target. Shells out, ricocheted off the nose of the Georgia. Georgia continuing to press the assault. A few shells right up the butt from Musashi of B-Baby. Z-Wraith is now beached. Unable to move. Georgia looking to capitalize. Georgia stuck between a Sov Soyuz and a King Albert. One of those I'm sure he's concerned about. The other one, not so much. Sov Soyuz getting low. 350. She burns down. And now Intended is working, looking at GDJ and the King Albert. Whoa! Big hit into Lord Cable. That's a bit of a balancer right there. Lord Cable getting double dunked down to 283 health. If this King Albert can muster the pen to hit this Georgia before he can finish healing, that might just turn that fight around. Meanwhile, over on the other side, the Thunderer Iowa must have dealt with yet another ship. Oh, the Gangnut, I guess. The Gangnut got taken out. Cable is trying to chase, using the island cover to protect him. Thunder could possibly have a shot as Lord Cable is running down GDJ. Now the Musashi is charging. An Iowa and a Thunder are holding the center cap. Charging is just going to put him into a crossfire and start making him give positions he doesn't want to give. But maybe with the Lord Cable being so low and down, Lord Cable not able to finish the Albert, that's going to put the Musashi in a bind. Is he able to get some really serious citadels? Because if these shells make it happen, there might be a way. But if they don't make it happen, then that way is going to be down. BLEP with a commanding lead at the moment, 3 ships to 1. Musashi in the Thunderdome. Big hit down to 22. Those guns can't turn for anything. Which means shells from the King Albert are going to do a little bit of chisel, but ultimately this is going to come down to the Thunderer until this Iowa is able to swing his guns around. That's a pen from behind, doesn't count for much. Thunderer still in the front, should be reloaded. Even if he HEs the nose on the Musashi, it's going to do something serious, but at this point, I think they're just looking to have a makeout session, as both of them are looking to just the tip each other. Nope, Musashi's going for it. Thunder kind of looking for the juke. Not gonna happen. So that's actually gonna be BLEP 1, IAW 2. Let me do my cool magic silliness here. Oh, goodness. Come on, do the thing. Rawr. Boop. Then we can save that. So, BLEP 1, IAW 2, that is the end of the match.